Okay, wait a minute now. Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Hello again. You see, we've come prepared today with some on-purpose
Crafts.
activities.
It'll keep my hands busy, at least.
Yeah.
God, I was editing the last one, and all I did was touch this the whole time.
I know, you can't.
I have to do something with my hands. I'm an anxious person.
No, same. I get that.
But we'll be making little witches.
Yeah, courtesy of Salem State University.
While we talk about it.
We got little witchcrafty witches to make while we talk about it.
Oh, it's a little cape with a hood.
It is!
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
I want to wear it. Oh.
Do you go to Hogwarts?
Whee. That's a Death Eater, and this is
A boy.
this is a boy.
Wow.
Fun. All right, those will come last, I guess. Some ham.
So if you watched the last episode, we talked about the Halloween movies we watched, but we skipped It, because we were going to talk about it at length.
Yes, that is the plan.
To clarify, it's Stephen King's It. We're not just not saying the title of the movie.
Yeah. Good clarification.
It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2.
Up. The newer movies, though, we'll talk about.
There was a mini-series
the
in the 90s.
mini-series too, and the book. So,
yeah.
Backstory.
I had never.
Okay, I'll go first. The first It came out in 2016.
17.
Was it 17?
Yeah.
The first movie came out in 2017, and I am not a scary movie person. I like supernaturally things and sci-fi things, and like a good thriller now and again. But like actual like horror movies, I'm just I don't like it. We talked about how we take things to heart too much and take things very seriously. Yeah. That includes that kind of stuff.
Weird.
So Pennywise will be in my dreams for the rest of my life, but it's okay. I've accepted it now. But back then I was like, no way, no thanks. And then I was home. I guess it was 2017 because it was the first time I went home from school, I think.
Oh, weird.
And we were at dinner, and then my dad was like, we all saw It over the weekend or last week or something, and I really want to go again. Do you want to go? And I was like, nope. But somehow they convinced me. And they talked about how, like, they're like, it's more a coming of age than a scary movie. But I don't know how he talked me into it, but it ended up just being me and my dad. And we went, and I was so on edge. Because scary movies that I have seen, I've never seen in theaters ever.
Yeah, sure.
And, so I was seeing a, like, really big, scary movie in theaters, and I was like, Remember movie theaters?
I do.
I miss that environment.
Remember movie theaters? Wow.
You got some
I
hay
have no
over
idea
there.
how to do this.
Well, you're supposed to be reading the directions.
Yeah, no,
I read them before, so I kind of have an
unwrap
idea.
your bundle and straighten it.
Yeah,
It's
start straightening it out.
long.
It says that it may be unruly at first, but once you work your energy into it, you'll see it start to cooperate. So keep working.
It's so long. I didn't see it.
Wait,
in
I'm not
theaters.
done.
Just kidding.
So I saw that was like right when it came out, and we saw it, and the first scene happens, and I was pissing my pants.
The first scene's
not
definitely
in
the
the
scariest
fun way.
The first scene's definitely the scariest scene.
Yeah, totally, yeah. And it was just, it was sad. And I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. But it was fine, and I did. And I got really into it because we'll get into all this, but like, it starts, there's a really, really good storyline to it, and you get attached to that. So it makes the scary worth it.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
And then I saw it that one time in theaters, and...
You forgot about it.
I was like, I don't ever need to see that again.
I don't ever need to think about that ever again.
Take it away.
This isn't going well.
It's fine. Keep going.
It's not.
Tell your backstory.
I never saw it in theaters. I didn't really have a desire to. It, like, not for any particular reason, it just didn't interest me very much.
You have a thing against, like, 80s themes.
I do. I definitely do. I'm not 80s themes anymore. It's more just 80 things that were made in the 80s.
Yeah, because now you got over that and you've watched it and you've watched Stranger Things.
I did. I watched Stranger Things because of it. We'll get
Yeah.
there. I just got a text message.
Oh boy. Anything interesting?
We're playing Among Us
juicy?
tonight.
We are.
With my friends from high school. I don't know what to do.
Just keep going, it's fine.
It said to separate into 2 bundles. One thicker bundle and one thinner bundle. But
The thicker bundle will be for the head and body, and the thinner will be for the arms.
separate it like this?
Yeah,
But
that's
it
definitely what it
won't.
means. No, you got it.
I've been trying.
I'm gonna keep straightening mine and putting my energy and vibes into this. Hey.
So I never saw it. I'm gonna... I never saw it, and then I saw it, like, I was at a friend's house over, I think, summer break that year, in 2017, and, like, we were, like, hanging out in the basement doing whatever, and we had it on, like, just on the TV in the background. We weren't watching it, and so that was, like, the only experience I had with it. I don't know what, and,
I can't casually watch movies.
It was just on in the background. Like, someone just needed, like, background noise that wasn't music. It was really weird. But, and so we watched it. But I didn't really watch it. Oh, you got, like, an orange one? Mine's clear.
Oh, weird. Oh, they choose you, I guess.
I guess.
Get a different one.
Weird. A little crystal boy. And then... Gonna be honest, I don't know what possessed me. Or what, like, something...
You were just bored?
Something possessed me. I have, like, an ongoing list of movies in my notes on my phone, just all the time, forever. Just of, like, I'll watch them someday, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the intent is there to watch them, but I know I never will.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on that list. To, like, really sit down and watch it. Because I liked the, like, vibes I was getting when we had it on in the background, but I wasn't watching it. I knew, like, literally nothing about it. And then, one fateful summer day, summer 19?
Yeah.
God, no.
Yep.
Yeah? Wow.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Summer of 19. And I was, like, home alone or something. And I was like, I'm just gonna watch it. Like, I'm just gonna watch it. Whatever. And I put it on. I think I was home alone. I think I was, like, home alone for the night.
Watched it alone in your home alone.
Scary movies don't do it to me. I don't, like, I think I'm just
dead inside.
mature. Same thing.
Same thing.
And I didn't, whatever. Scary movies never do it to me. Not really. A couple have, but whatever. But so I put it on. And I watched it through the once, and I was, like, fully shook.
Yeah.
I was like, this is, like, one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Why did nobody tell me to watch this? And so that week, I watched it, I think, 5 or 6 times.
Oh my god.
I watched it alone, like, 3 times, and I watched it with my mom, and then I watched it with my mom and dad. And then I think I watched it alone a couple more times. And I was obsessed. I was immediately infatuated. And
So
then,
what did you do?
And then I went out and I bought the book.
And now if you've ever seen the It book by Stephen King, you know that no one has ever read that book ever.
It looked like a Bible.
Not even close. Bibles don't stand a chance.
It's about 1,200 pages.
Yeah. Yep.
It's around 1,200 pages.
If you don't know, like, books, that's a lot of pages for a book. An average book is usually around, like, 500 or 600 pages,
sure.
I'd say.
I honestly, I bought it with the intention, like, while going, I'm probably not gonna read it. And, like, I'll start it.
Even if I pick it up, it's not gonna last.
No, it's really long. As far as, all I know about Stephen King is that he's very, like, descriptive. And so, but I was, like, really excited. I was into it at the time. And so I was like, I'm gonna read it. And it's gonna be, like, having so much fun reading it, because I'm, like, I love these characters right now.
Yeah.
So I started it. I think it took me 2 months.
No. Was that it?
Yeah. Because I finished it before...
Coming back to school.
We went to Florida at the end of that summer, and I had finished it before we went to Florida.
Oh, wow.
I think we were in Florida for 2 weeks. So, it probably took me 2 months to read. But I finished her. I did it.
That's cool. That's pretty impressive.
I did it.
For...
And I really, really enjoyed it. Like, it was a really, really good book. It had its moments, for sure. There's
like when...
one scene in particular that's rough. Like, whoa. It's not in the movies. It would never be in a movie ever.
I thought you were going more with the, like, getting boring and dull to read.
No, that really didn't happen much.
20 pages straight of Mike, like, talking about history or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, deep dive lore stuff that happens. Just talking about, like, they live in Derry, the kids. It's just talking about, like, the town of Derry and stuff.
And it's all very important.
It really is. It's all important.
It would be really cool to know all of that.
Yep. So there were scenes that were, like, really inappropriate and bad, but then there were scenes that were, like, I literally had to put the book down to, like, keep myself from, like, gagging. It was so gross. Oh my god. I thought I was gonna, like, actually throw up. It was so gross.
God.
Oh my god. One scene in particular, if you know, it's when Patrick Hockstetter dies. It's that scene that I had to put it away. Oh my god. But most of the book was really, like, really enjoyable. I was shocked how, like, enjoyable it was.
Yeah, because I guess I've never tried to read Stephen King, but I've always had the understanding that it's not the type of writing I would enjoy.
Yeah. Yep. I thought that too, but no.
It's crazy.
So... Also, in reading the book, I discovered it is nothing like the movie. Only the first movie was out at the time. It's a different story. Like, it's the same characters and the same, like, general theme.
Yeah.
But like, none of the same events happen. Like, not even close.
Weird.
It's so bizarre. But, like, that said, I don't prefer one edition over the other. Mm-hmm. The movie's fantastic as it is, and the book is great. Like, I don't wish they did it differently. Mm-hmm. It was really good. But that September, I think it was September 6th, we were moving in on the 1st, I think, for school. And I think it was the 6th, or the 7th.
That the second movie came out?
The second movie came out.
Oh, wow, that was quick.
Yep. And...
No,
It was right when we moved into school. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I remember you really didn't want to go.
I was so... I mean...
I'll bleep it.
I was so...
It doesn't matter. You can swear if you
want. I was really anxious going to that movie. Because I'm an anxious person, and the first movie had me shook. And I was like, I'll do it for you.
And I was like, I need you to trust me. It's gonna be worth it. Because you hadn't watched the first one since theaters or whatever.
So we watched it.
Watched it right before we saw the book. Right before we saw the second movie. And I remember going, please, just trust me. Just trust me, please.
And I do. And that's why I did.
Nothing against...
And I'm glad I did.
Nothing against you. But the first movie, if you've never seen it and you're anxious to see it, it really, really isn't scary. Like,
no.
At all.
Well, okay.
It's got, like, a couple jump scares.
Yeah, I don't like the jump scares.
That are just dumb, and they didn't need to do.
Well, going in with the unknown is rough.
Yes.
Because, and then, like, the first time I saw it doesn't count because it had been so long since I'd seen it. So watching it again with you, I was still like, But then every time after that, it was chill. Yep. Because, like, there are so little scary moments that you can just remember them all. You're like, I know when they happen. And when you know... Like, I never look at the beginning scene, because it just makes me sad. It's sad. It's really sad. But it's, like, it's so genuinely not a scary movie. It is a coming-of-age movie that has a couple jump scares. It's, like, an eerie vibe the whole time, but it's not scary at all. Yeah, like, they use this creepy music at the beginning of every movie where it's, like, children singing, and then, like, it, like, builds the flippin' violins, like, and then it's fine. I don't know why. And you have to just tell yourself, like, it's okay, it's just music, nothing's happening. Yeah, nothing's even going on.
But no, it's not a scary movie. It's creepy at times, but it's not. So, like, watch it. I'll watch it with you. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
It's very, very quickly become, because it's only been, like, a little more than a year, one of my favorite movies of all time. The first one. And the second. The second one's good, too. But the first one especially.
Yeah.
Like, we became super, super obsessed with all the actors, all the kids.
Yeah.
All the, like, the bullies are great. We've talked about a couple of them before. Like, the kids are they're so fun. All of them, except for Finn Wolfhard.
Finn is very back and forth in our hearts.
We do not like Finn Wolfhard in this space.
Because I watched Stranger Things first, and only season 1 had been out so far. And so I only knew Finn from that, and I really enjoyed his character, and I, like, kind of knew him, and he was funny in interviews and stuff, but he was still a really young kid. Once he hit puberty, it got real annoying.
But we loved all the kids so much, and like I watched every interview. There's a boy, but he's not a boy. He's a baby.
He's a baby.
He's the main character.
We call him the baby. We call him the baby, and we call him the baby.
Yep. Jaden Martell, who played Billy,
the like main character. The like main leader of the group.
He's such an infant, but so then the second movie came out. And I remember reading on the internet that the cast was a little weird. I remember being like, they cast Jessica Chastain to play Beverly. That's like a really random cast. She's a redhead.
There are a lot of redheads in the world. But no, she ended up doing
Jessica
okay.
did a great job. But I remember being like, what a strange cast of characters. Wait, who did they say is playing Richie?
Who's playing adult Richie? I don't.
Does that say...
Just to clarify for people that don't know, or unless you already said this and I just wasn't listening. The first one is about them as kids, and the second one is them as adults.
The movies. In the book, it's interspersed. Yeah. So, like, you go back and forth between kids and adults. I prefer that.
Yeah, I'd prefer that, too.
That was a really good way of doing it. It was, like, really cool.
It's, like, it was an interesting idea to split,
Definitely.
like, one movie with kids, one movie with the adults.
But
everyone wants the kids.
Everyone wants the kids. I don't. The kids are fine, but they're gone now. And so I went, who's playing Richie Tozier? Adult Richie Tozier?
I don't know. Who is it?
I feel like I know his name. Well, why do I know him?
Familiar.
So I looked him up and I went, oh, he was on SNL.
Oh, yeah, weird.
That's why I
SNL
know
actors
him.
aren't in movies.
No, never.
Who was it?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
And I was like...
yeah.
I was like, I think I've seen him in one or two things before, but like...
One.
He's not an actor. He was on SNL. Like, he's a comedy guy. This is not a comedy movie. And I was like, there's no way this is gonna go well. No offense to Bill Hader. But
he just thought it was a very weird cast. This is not a comedy movie.
No.
This is a horror movie.
But, that said.
However,
we went and saw the movie.
Yeah, so let's talk about the night we went to see...
We walked there. We walked there.
I'm gonna keep my mood.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Okay. Yeah, we walked down to Cinema Salem where we see all our movies. And I remember...
all I remember is you freaking out on the walk there. You were freaking out.
I thought I was keeping it in.
You were not.
I was having you, like, tell me everything you knew so that I could...
Yeah.
Because it helps to have prior knowledge in your brain.
Definitely.
To be prepared. And, like, I wish I didn't now.
Yeah.
But also, all of your information ended up being wrong. Cause that's not
everything I said was wrong. Other
Because
than
the movie changed everything.
Like, a couple characters died.
So that
was all the same.
It was actually really cool for me to hear all of that from you first.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, that's not what she said happened in the books.
And I swear I didn't lie. It's just, they didn't listen to the book at all.
And, like, you didn't tell me, like, who died or anything.
No, I was just like, there are two people who die.
But, we got there and we watched it, and a strange thing happened. Oh, well, first off, there was a Pennywise dressed up in the theater.
It was really
weird.
And
it was really... That didn't help my anxiety. I did get up to go to the bathroom, like, twice, because it's a long movie and I have to pee a lot. And I was also just really nervous. And I was so scared walking by him
You
both
should
of
be,
those
yeah.
times. He was doing great. What an atmosphere he was creating. But a strange thing happened. And we walked out of the theater and we went, oh, wow. Bill Hader
Why am I having these emotions about Bill Hader?
did a really nice job.
He did a good job.
As Richie. Huh. I should probably look up who this man is. Okay, pause because I need to...
I don't understand.
Alright.
I don't trust these instructions. I think they're wrong.
Yeah, you're like that.
Hold on. We'll be back.
I can see the struggle. Keep the struggle.
Maybe I'll just make it super fast.
Anyway.
Yeah. So it.
Bill did a really good job as Richie.
He did. He really
Without getting
did.
like wicked into it, he just killed it so much for a couple
So
reasons.
much.
Like, I left the theater really, really shook. And it lasted.
It did.
I had a bit of a Bill Hader phase.
There was
a moment.
There was a bit of an obsession for a while.
What?
We watched a lot of his movies and everything else he's ever done.
We watched so many episodes of SNL.
Yeah.
But Bill's not the point. That was a really good movie. And again, nothing like the book. Like, not even close. Like, not even remotely
and that time
close.
it was in a bad way.
Yeah. And it was fine. It's fine for what it is. But I wish they followed the book a little bit.
We had a little
It was just a little moment.
tech
It's
mishap,
fine.
but it's okay.
I'm sure it's gonna be a pain to edit. Was it?
We laugh now at
I
your
won't be laughing later.
Your misery later. Why did mine end up like diagonal from the knot?
I don't know.
How did you get yours straight out?
I don't know. Look like a scarecrow.
It's a bunch of hay. So we watched a lot of Bill things.
I watched a lot of Bill Hader movies. But that's not the point.
No,
it was
it's
a really good movie. It's like a really enjoyable movie. I will say I have my issues with it, for sure. They ruined Mike. They ruined Bill.
Yeah.
Especially Mike, though. But
They did great things with Richie,
I will
though.
take them ruining them for what they did with Richie.
Yeah, what did they
do to him.
What did they do to him? They did a lot to him.
They did. They made
him very
him
sad.
They made him
Well,
likable.
do you want to run? Should we run through the characters?
Sure.
We've got.
I really didn't like Richie in the first movie. He just was annoying. I didn't like Finn Wolfhard. He was just... Everything he said was so irritating. But once I liked him again, I can now appreciate him being annoying.
That's his charm.
Yeah, but when you don't like someone, it's not very charming. I liked Richie way better in the book. But, the characters were all pretty different too. It doesn't matter.
So there's Bill, who is the little,
Bill's
main
the
leader of the group.
It's his little brother.
It's
who
his
dies.
little brother that, dies and sparks this whole thing. Kind of. And... anything else about Bill?
He's
the
the
baby.
He's a baby. Bill's great. I'm usually not one for main characters. I always like the main character, but they're never, my favorite. And not that Bill's my favorite, but he's almost my favorite. I love Bill. Billy Denborough. I really, really like Bill. A lot, which is weird. Yep, there's Bill, and then there's there's Billy Denborough. Beverly Marsh is the one girl. She's really
cool.
sad. She's so cool. I really like Bev too. I like them all. There isn't one that I don't like. Bev's really cool. She's really sad. She's got a hard, home life. There's, Ben Hanlon. Ben is, He's like the fat kid. He gets made fun of for his weight, and he's like really socially awkward. He doesn't really have any friends. He spends a lot of time in the library. The bullies really go after him for a couple different reasons.
Yeah, we'll get into the bullies.
We will. And then there's... Or no, it's Ben Hanscom. And then Mike Hanlon.
Oh.
Mike is... He's the black one. That's what he gets made fun of for. They've all got a thing. Bill's got a stutter.
Yeah.
Bill's got a stutter. Beverly's a girl. Ben's really fat. Mike's black.
They're the losers.
They're the losers.
They're the losers.
They're not normal, and that makes them fun and interesting. But Mike has a pretty tough home life too. In the book, he's like number one target of the bullies. Oh. It's really rough. Oof, it's horrible. In the movies, he's a lot less of a character. And then there's Stanley Uris, who's Jewish. That's his thing.
He's a fun boy. He likes birds.
He's so sweet. He's obsessed with birds in the book. He's obsessed with birds. He's so sweet. He's like very tidy. He definitely has like some kind of perfection OCD kind of. He's like, his shirt's always perfectly pressed and tucked in, and he doesn't like to get dirty. He's so sweet. Oh, I think Stan's my favorite. And then
there's Eddie.
There's Eddie Kasprak. Eddie's got asthma. Yeah, that's his thing. Eddie's his
whole thing is that his mother is crazy, but that's just normal in Derry.
Yeah, well,
everyone's crazy.
But his mom's like really crazy, and she's obsessed with like medicating her son.
Yeah. And
so he takes a lot of medications. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of like health problems that don't really exist.
Yeah.
He's so sweet though. He's really funny.
Yeah, Eddie was my favorite first
me
watch
too.
through.
Eddie was definitely my favorite.
And it's so we know all of the flippin' actors so well that play all of them. It's ridiculous, but Jack...
No, it's great. Jack Dylan Grazer plays Eddie. Jack's great. And then there's Richie Tozier. Richie's got glasses and he's a loudmouth. That's why he's bullied.
Just an ass.
There's also something else.
There's also another thing.
Why he gets bullied. But that wasn't revealed until the second movie. That also doesn't happen in the book. But
he wanted to. Okay.
I think that's all of them. He goes by Trash Mouth. Like he's bullied and he's called Trash Mouth because he just doesn't stop talking.
Yeah.
He doesn't stop talking. He's really like irritating. Everyone like hates him. He just runs his mouth and his thing is impressions. In the book, he does a lot of impressions. He ends up being a DJ.
That's so fun.
It is. It's great. In the movie, he ends up being a stand-up comic. Bill Hader.
Yeah.
Is that all of them? Bill, Bev, Mike, Ben, Stan. Yeah, there's 7 of them. Richie, Eddie.
Yeah. They're a great little squad.
They're the Losers Club.
And then there are the bullies that bully.
I should have worn my shirt.
Oh yeah.
I have 2 It shirts actually.
She's going.
There's hay everywhere.
Ooh.
I
have 2 It shirts.
We mentioned that we went as Richie and Eddie.
Remember this shirt? This was my Halloween shirt.
Yep.
And then you got me this for Christmas.
I did.
I love this shirt.
Oh, it's awesome. It says the Losers Club.
And the bike. Anyway. They're the Losers Club and they're great and I love those kids so much. Really quickly, because it's already been way longer than I wanted it to be. Wow. It's 38 minutes.
Oh, hey.
There are 4 bullies. That's like the thing. And I'm going to speak in terms of the book first.
Go for it.
Well, there's Henry Bowers.
He's the
main one. Patrick Hochstetter, Victor Criss, and Belch Huggins. And in the book, Henry is a terrible, terrible person who does terrible, terrible things to everyone and everything he touches. And he definitely has his moments. He's like, his dad's wicked abusive. His dad's like a terrible person. And he was just raised really bad. He like, the mom's not around. I don't remember, maybe his mom's dead? I don't remember. But poor Henry Bowers is just a very tormented teen. And oof. He's like older than all the losers, but he was held back like 3 years because he's just an idiot.
Oh.
And so, poor Henry. But then there's Patrick Hockstetter, who is so much worse than Henry. Like, Henry's a bully, and he bullies the kids. Patrick is a psychopath. Yeah. He's like a sociopath. He kills animals for fun. Like, there's a whole thing. He's got a fridge. Oh, my God. Oh. And then Victor and Belch are very minor compared to the other two. But Victor's a good boy. He like tries to warn the losers whenever Henry's going after them. It's sweet. But he's also like, he's still a bully, but he doesn't want to be. And then Belch is just an idiot. He's known for being an idiot. He's like Crab and Goyle.
Yeah.
He's like he's just muscle. He's sweet too though. Well, he's not, but you know. That said, in the movie, Victor and Belch are also very minor. Patrick's very, very minor in the movie. Like, you barely even see him. He dies right away. Mm-hmm. He dies very differently in the book than how he dies in the movie. Wow. But then there's Henry Bowers in the movie.
And Henry's...
He's still a bad person.
He's a bully and he does bad things.
Oof, nowhere near the book, but still pretty bad.
But we see his dad, like, really not treating him good.
They make you feel way worse for Henry in the movie than in the book. In the book, it's like he's a bully, he's a bad person, you're not really supposed... You see why he's a bad person, but you're not supposed to feel bad for him. In the movie, like... You feel bad for him.
There are a couple moments.
Oh my God, his dad is awful. The rock fight, his dad like shoots at him with a gun. Oh, yeah. It's so sad. He's really, really sad. And you want to know why he's so sad and you feel bad for him? Because he had a good actor play him.
Yeah. His name's Nicholas Hamilton.
He's a good boy.
And no relation.
No relation. Maybe
he's Australian. I don't think no relation.
He's a very, very good boy.
And he's a sweet, good boy. Oh, wow. He's awesome.
And so he makes you feel bad for Henry. He did a really good job as Henry Bowers.
So
who's your favorite loser?
Well, I loved Eddie a lot the first time around. And then Richie grew on me a lot, especially Adult Richie.
Yeah.
Adult Richie's the only, like, enjoyable... Well, no, I'll say Adult Eddie, too.
Yeah, Eddie's great.
Because...
Ben's fun.
Yeah, whatever. I wish I liked Ben more, but...
I know.
You can also separate this. Oh, you can make legs if you want. No. Unbraid? Oh, you have to unbraid this. Why? Why is it braided? Use it. I don't understand. What do we do with like these? I could just put them around your home. Oh, really? Wait, what's the quote?
My favorite loser is Stanley Uris. Good boy.
Yeah.
Sweet bird book boy. He carries around a bird book. Come on. What do you want me to say? He's obviously
and
my
I
favorite.
wouldn't have noticed Stan as much. Sorry.
That's okay.
But because of you, I did, and I love Stan a lot.
He's a lot more of a character in the book. He like doesn't really exist in the movies, especially the second one. But that's for a reason.
And Wyatt Olaf plays him.
Wyatt has stolen my heart.
Wyatt's a great guy. And he's actually really, really close with Nick, who plays Henry Bowers.
They're all really close. It's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Stanley is my favorite loser. I love them all. I really do. There isn't one that I don't like. Like, Ben is probably my least favorite, but not for any reason.
He's just not that interesting.
He's so sweet. Ben is so sweet. But, like, God, I love the others so much.
Yeah.
I love Ben, too. But, you know.
What are you supposed to do with this? I don't know. It came with lots of random things. Like, what? It's like netted. Oh, weird. I thought it was like just string.
No, you know what? I got a complaint. My biggest complaint is that they didn't give Stan a bird book.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, nothing with birds happened with Stan, and that's his whole thing. He's a Boy Scout.
Well, we watched the miniseries as well
Oh,
around
yeah,
this
yeah,
time
yeah.
that we were obsessing over this. And, was that a better
The
adaptation?
miniseries did a
That
much
goes
better job.
along with the book.
Yes, yeah, the miniseries did a lot better job of, like, going along with the
Yeah.
book. Still not good. Like, in comparison. But better than the new ones for sure. But, I really like it.
As do I.
I really like it.
Also shout out to Bill Skarsgård.
Ooh, he plays Pennywise.
He plays the evil clown.
Yeah,
and-
he does a great job.
Yeah.
He's
terrifying.
awesome. He's so sweet too.
Yeah, he's cool.
I don't know how he does it. Actually, okay, I got a point. The second movie is really good. I really do like that movie. But they lose me a bit at the end.
Which time? Oh,
The, like, very
you're
end.
a clown.
You're a clown. Like, the
The
way
way
they...
that they defeat this big bad alien is
that nobody... Like, we've been trying since the dawn of time to kill, and nobody can do it.
is they start making him feel insecure about himself.
Yeah. Hello?
They just start yelling at him and like bullying him, you could say.
Yeah.
And so Pennywise like shrinks down
To this
physically.
gross, tiny little thing. And he dies.
Yeah.
He crushes... Like, it's just... That's not how we do it in the book. I don't want to talk about how we do it in the book.
I'd love
There's a
to talk
turtle.
about it. There's a turtle. It may or may not be God.
I don't have to get into it, but... And that was wild. Like, I'm not too cool about how we did it in the book either. But I think it's better than how we did it in the movie.
Stephen King likes to get really, really off the rails.
Yep.
Are you gonna do it? I don't know how. I don't know. It's not comfortable. It feels like someone chopped his hair off. Oh, is it supposed to be a broom? Yeah. And there it goes. Oh, she stands. I'll stop breathing. I feel like she's caught. What? Oh, mermaid witch? Sure. You heard it here, mermaid witch. Oh, no. Sorry, sir.
I think mine's done.
Yeah?
Let me come to you.
Reveal together.
See? She's got hair and a necklace and a little skirt. That's her broom. I don't know. Weird. Bless.
And here's my gal. Don't know her name, but we decided mermaid witch. Final thoughts. Or do you have more to say?
No. It so genuinely is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's got like, and I'm not like an 80s vibe kind of person. It's fine, but we live now. But no, it's so good, and it made me more open to the whole 80s thing. So we watched Stranger Things after that. Not as good as it, but okay.
No.
It's all right.
But you got Steve Harrington out of it, so you're
did.
welcome.
Yeah, everything is worth it for Steve.
Uh-huh.
I'd give it chapter 1 a like 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'd give it chapter 2
Like
like
a 7?
7.5.
7.5?
I guess. But they did real good things with Richie.
They did. Do you want to talk about those things?
Is that spoilers?
Maybe. Go watch it and then come back and watch this video.
I'll put up a picture right now that we did on Halloween. That's kind of a spoiler, but you don't know what it means yet. So go watch the movie and see what that means.
Okay.
And that's what we're excited about.
Yeah. You'll get it.
You'll get it.
there.
You'll get it.
Chapter 2. It's in chapter 2.
Yeah. I definitely have other things to say, but they're not coming to
I
me.
know.
I really, really, really like that series.
I'm so glad that you forced me to watch it. Because once I got past that first,
That's the thing.
I could really, really appreciate it and enjoy it and love it.
Yep.
And
it's a coming of age
we've watched
story.
it so many times since.
Yeah. It's so good. And like...
And that's just been, that was a year ago.
I was saying when we
Little over a
watched
year.
it the other day, like, I don't get sick of it. Like, we could start it again the second it finishes.
We might watch it soon
I'd
again.
love
And we
to.
watched it on
Like,
Halloween.
It's like, I really don't get bored. I don't get sick of it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's very, very well done.
Yeah.
Good on everyone that was a part of those movies.
Yeah. It's just a special shout out to Bill Hader.
Yeah. And the baby.
And the baby.
The baby. Hope you enjoyed our witches.
Yeah.
I hope they bring
I feel like
us
we should burn them.
good vibes. I think that's rude.
In Salem.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a little, inconsiderate to burn witches in Salem.
Yeah. So go it.
Go watch it, go read it, go love it.
Yep. Thank you for listening. I don't know what the next episode's gonna be about.
We probably did.
Do you know what the next episode's gonna be about?
No, I mean, we still have Marvel and Star Wars as options.
Mm-hmm.
But we should get on the movies that we've been watching recently while they're still in our mind.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Have a nice day. Drink some water.
Please watch it, even if you're afraid of scary movies. It's not a scary movie. It really isn't. It's a coming-of-age movie, and it's so worth it. They scare people away with the scary movie guys. Don't do that.
No, it's okay. I am a fellow scaredy cat, and I'm telling you to go watch it.
It's so good. Look up, like, a list online of jump scares to, like, tell you when they're coming. It's worth it. All right, we're gonna go. Peace.